Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Wednesday night, March the 2nd. These are the charts of the day. Market really gave a good account of itself today and had a chance to really get hammered, break key support, and go lower, but it snapped back. Now, we did get a late sell-off that puts the trend in doubt, but in the meantime, you've got the box of shorts list that we went over the other night, and for tonight, we're going to look at some of the long sides of stocks that are breaking out that appear to still have momentum and are pressing to new highs here. ALU, Alcatel-Lucent, had a significant price volume surge about 3 weeks ago. It then followed through, pulled back, formed a wedge, and today popped 52 cents on 89 million shares, up 11%. That's significant volume. At this point, possibility we're seeing the stock in motion with strong momentum. Technicals improving, and the stock may very well see a thrust to higher levels, looking for a short-term target around 6, and then 7.25.5 will be the secondary target. Now, Accelerate Technology has been really flying, and I'm not necessarily recommending it here, but I will say the technicals and momentum is strong enough to get the stock towards the 4.75 level, currently at 365, up 70 cents today, or 23.7%. Volume was the strongest in a week and a half, second strongest in the last few years. So after breaking out his flag that we noted a few days ago, the stock has moved up steadily and may very well have some more upside before it's done. Junior oils continued to press higher today. Blue Dolphin Energy, which had formed this 4-day flag after this beautiful run up, very sharp run up from 2.5 to 8.5, had pulled back to about 5.5 and then bounced again sharply. Here we're at 8.30 today, up $1.29, 18.4% on 1.4 million, a lot for that thin stock. At this point, we're right at the prior rally high, and a thrust through here could get this up towards the $10 level pretty quickly. CAI International had a significant price volume thrust today. If you look at the long-term chart, you'll see this beautiful rising channel for more than 2 years now. But over the last 3 months, the stock had been coiling and wedging and had found resistance at around the 2170 levels. That was broken today with a gap, and the stock closed up 323, or 16% on 500,000 shares. It may not sound like a lot, but for this stock, that's one of the heaviest volumes in the last couple of years. So if more upside is doable here, it may be a run up towards the 28-30 zone, my short-term target, long-term target, mid to high 30s. EEE, I wanted to note this because late in the day it started to move a little bit. It has not broken through its declining tops line, but it's a stock I think is itching to do so, and we'll see if we get a price volume surge across the 410-20 zone as early as tomorrow. Is the kind of stock that could spike up and start to run. Resistance at around 5. Beyond that, secondary target at 7. Believe it or not, the stock could run. EXEL, one of our swing trades, we recently met swing trade target and backed off. Apparently came on again today after coming down to 11.52, closing within pennies of its high today, up 46 cents or 4% on 1.7 million. Wanted to highlight this because I feel like more upside may be doable, and secondary target now at 16. Shanda Games Limited, GAME. We'll take a look at the coiling base pattern that's developed in the last year. Today, a significant price volume surge occurred with a gap up and a run at the close not far off the high, up $1.08, or 19% nearly. 5.5 million shares, the heaviest volume by far in the last 4 or 5 months, may mean that we're breaking out of this coiling base pattern and can maybe hit significant price resistance, or at least test the gap and this April high up around 7.5, my short-term trading target. Gets through that, we can look at something around 8.75. Harvest Natural Resources is another junior oil that's been running. Popped $1.57, or 10.6% today on 1.7 million shares. You can see after breaking out 2 days ago, it paused yesterday, but today continued to run. And now my short-term target is up around the $18 level, which may be reached very quickly. This is a stock with momentum and solid technicals, and particularly improving right now. KNDI Corp, an old favorite of ours, which had been in a downtrend for the last 3 months, may have made a significant move today. I wanted to highlight the pop on volume, the biggest in 3 weeks, at 51 cent, 14% run. Now we have lateral price resistance at about 420.22 that I'm going to be watching carefully tomorrow, and secondary resistance up around 450 at the declining 50-day moving average. But should we get a thrust through there, I'd be looking for something up to retest the old support level that was broken, which is now resistance, up around 535, my secondary target. KV Pharmaceuticals, Very strong pattern underway. You can see the gap and pop, 4-day flag, another explosive move, and then a pennant. And now it's starting to edge higher. Today up 66 cents near the approaching resistance at around the 13 zone. And a move through that could get us quickly to around 10 3/4, a secondary move up in the mid-teens. LEI, Lucas Energy, had a monster day today. 20.6 million, I think it was 20 million shares. Hang on a sec. I'm sorry, 19.6 million shares traded today. The stock exploded through a key long-term resistance level, and at this point, may very well be on its way for a substantial move up here that takes it to the 4.5, 5 zone, secondary target around 6. LML Payment Systems jumped 97 cents or 18% today on 1.4 million shares, the heaviest volume in a couple weeks. But more importantly, broke out of this little mini wedge pattern that it was in here. And at this point, could be headed toward the 7.25 range, my short-term trading target at LMLP. And ROYL, another strong stock that in the junior oil group that's just been exploding lately, has gone from 2 to nearly 8 in the last week and a half. Now, key resistance in the zone was taken out late today at around the 750 area, having closed up at 783 within 2 cents of the high. In the aftermarket trading, it traded over 8. It was up $1.17 or 17.5% today on 15 million shares. Very, very heavy volume for the stock, and a very strong momentum play underway. Don't know how much more it can go, but the 08 spike high got up to 1470, and it wouldn't shock me to see the stock at least at the 10-12 range on a short-term basis. And lastly tonight is VRTX, one of our swing trades. It's doing very well. We had a big breakaway gap here, a one-day pause on low volume, and then she took off from the 42.5 range up to today's high at 47.82. My short-term trading target at the swing trade, a target at 52-ish, may be doable in the short term. We'll see how it goes. But that's it for this evening. Have a good night.